We got a question from Alberto, and Alberto says, when it comes to programming sets and reps, I always guide myself by your numbers. That shows great wisdom. Listening to me is always a good idea. In fact, I should do that more often myself. He says this is 15 to 30 reps for the push, pull, and squat family. So when I say 15 to 30 reps, those come from Thomas DeLorme. And basically that's 3 sets of 8, 5 sets of 5, you know the numbers. 3 sets of 5, 5 sets of 3, they all fit. 3 sets of 10. The rule of 10 for strength, and that would, for him, it's the Turkish get-up and heavy implement power exercises such as cleans. So that's 3 sets of 3, 5 sets of 2, that kind of thing. 75 to 125 reps for the swings. Yeah, 5 sets of 15 is a great workout. My question is if you have a reference number of reps for the pattern exercises. Yeah, I do. In fact, you really should read or listen to any of my workshops on programming. I have a programming course on the site, danjohnuniversity.com, Alberto. And I go through this, but I'll give you the basics. When it comes to patterning, I like to use time. So the push-up position plank, 2 minutes. Heck, with the hip, the glute bridge, I like a minute. I have a number of different tests in the goblet squat. If you read my book, Hardstyle Kettlebell Challenge, I have a 6-minute squat test, which is really just you sit in the bottom position and you stand up every 30 seconds. But the question, push-ups don't, whatever you do for push-ups. I think push-ups make you way too sore for what you get out of them. And if you're too good at push-ups, they just start to rip up your shoulders. I do this one thing on push-ups where I superset them with military press. So I do a set of 5 military, rest, do a set of 5 push-ups, rest. And I like that a lot. Alberto, but when it comes to the suspension trainer work, the T's, the Y's, the I's, one of the things Mike Warren Brown is having me do is a lot more. I don't know. I love suspension trainer work. I love it. I think it's one of the one arm suspension trainer row where you hold it for a moment with your thumb inside your armpit. I think that is a game changer. I like my heels together, my knees together, and the other arm straight like this, so you can see if you're twisting away or something. We're starting to do them. We do the T, the Y, the I, the two-handed row, a curl, a tricep extension, and then a mobility movement. And we'll do rounds of that in our warm-up. The bulk of the people who train with me in my facility are males, and they're North American males. Therefore, we all have bad shoulders. It is just kind of a given. I think hanging makes a difference. And I'm also discovering too, Alberto, this is just extra, but when I hang and then I do those knee ups, those hanging bent knee leg raises, not only do I think that's great for my ab wall and my lower back flexibility, if you do it, when you do that hanging knee, you have to, so if this is my belt, when you do the hanging knee thing, you go like this, and I think it's good for your lower back because it feels very tonic. Of course, anytime you're working the ab wall, but the hanging and that movement together at the same time seem great for the shoulders. So my point is, for the exercises you asked, either doing for time, like a minute or so, or just do a lot of them. And I don't think you can overdo. You can overdo everything. I mean, if you're a total idiot, Alberto, don't. But if you're a normal person, you can do a lot of TYIs, a lot of two-handed rows on suspension trainer. And you can use it as a warm-up, but you can also use it to really bring that whole backside back into that nice groove. Since I started hanging and since I started doing more of these warm-up TYI row stuff with Mike, it's going to sound strange, but I actually sleep better because if you've ever had a bad shoulder, you fall asleep on one side, you do wake up in pain and have to deal with it a little bit. I hope that helps. I hope I answered the question. Don't forget those other resources. danjohnuniversity.com, the programming, and just go on here on the YouTube and maybe look at some of the workshops I've done on the movement matrix where I explain this stuff in more detail. Thank you.